Suppose it takes a man 24 hours to dig a hole. How long would it take two men working at the same rate? Well, if they're working at the same rate, presumably it will take half the time. So that would be 12 hours. Three men working at the same rate, therefore, would be 8 hours. 24 divided by 3. Four at the same rate would be 6 hours. Six men would take 4 hours. 8 men, 24 divided by 8, that gives us 3 hours. 12 men would take 2 hours. 24 men would take 1 hour. 48 men then, 24 divided by 8, would take half an hour. And 96 men, which is double that again, 24 divided by 96, that means a quarter of an hour. Now this is the basic idea of inverse proportion. As one variable increases, that's the number of men, the other variable, which is the time taken, reduces. How long would it take half a man? That's one man working half the time, working at the same rate. Well, if it took one man 24 hours and he only works half the time, presumably it's going to take 48 hours to get it done. And if it's a quarter of a man, or a man working a quarter of the time, presumably that would take 96 hours. Plot a graph of the data derived above. So, when we had one man working, that took 24 hours. So it's not a very good set of axes, but we'll just do the best we can. So that's going to be about here. Half a man was 48 hours, so that's going to be very close to the axis. And a quarter of a man was 96, so that's going to be even closer to the axis, if that's even possible to draw on this scale. Now, two men took 12 hours. Three men took 8 hours. 4 men took 6 hours. And then we had 6 men taking 4 hours. 12 men taking 1 hour. And so on. And we can see that this is going to be shaped something like this. It's going to come down very steeply here, and then it's going to curve around like so, and it's going to go very shallowly along here. Now, on the plot, it doesn't look that good. If you do a sketch of this type of graph, you can take a little more license than you can on a plot. So the basic shape is something like this. As one variable gets closer to 0, the other variable is going to tend off to infinity. But as this variable tends off towards infinity, this variable tends towards 0. And this is the basic shape of a graph for an inverse relationship.